Welcome to the Rory Wood Shop. It is right before school starting, so we're going to spend as much time outside as we can before we get stuck inside the shop. So what a better way to do that and have a little bit of mini series on 6x12, the most common size utility trailer. We actually have two in our inventory. One of them is a 6x12 tandem, which is what we're looking at here. We also have a 6x12 single axle. We're going to do some upgrades to both of them, and we're going to compare and contrast the tandem axle versus single axle. We're going to gate versus ramps. So check out our series, look at the playlist, and hit the videos that you want to hit, and let's get started on this one. Alright, here we are in our 6x12 mini utility trailer series. We're going to do some upgrades on this 6x12 tandem axle and go over what and why. The only thing that limits these upgrades is your time, your capability and tools, and unfortunately pocketbook will limit what you can and can't do. This is our tandem axle. It has the gate. We actually, during the winter time, we take it off and put the tailgate on. When we're hauling bags of salt, we need to be able to forklift them on. But during the summertime and fall, we want to be able to load our ATVs and UTVs without using the ramps. Well, one of the things that the previous owner of this trailer did was loaded a tractor on that was a little too heavy for the gate. It wasn't too heavy for the tandem axle trailer. That's why you go, one of the reasons you go tandem. But the mesh in the middle suffered because of where the wheels. In fact, our UTVs, you can see here, has that same problem. It's not quite as heavy as that tractor was, but we're not going to risk it. So one of the upgrades we're going to do is put some cross members in here that'll act like a ramp, if we had ramps. Still allows us the gate and all that for ATVs, UTVs, lawnmowers, but it's there. The other upgrades we're going to do, as you can see, is we got a toolbox on the trailer. We're going to get it mounted onto the tongue. Next thing we're going to do is get the spare tire off the trailer out of the truck. So let's move on to the gate and let's get started on that one. And one of the things that we've already upgraded on this ramp, and I had the trailer shop do it again. Remember I said capabilities? Some of those capabilities are time. Is they went back and repaired that hole with a patch metal and then welded it in multiple places, and we kind of flattened the gate out so we could put these cross members. They like to put their dividers, just add more vertical stringers, which I can get that. I want the variety. That means you've got to know where your UTV is going to place, and if it's always going to happen, if that's the only thing you're going to haul with this, that's a great idea, and you're one and done. It's only 2 pieces we're going to put in. We're going to go ahead and put in 10 pieces because we don't know whether we're going to haul a UTV, a tractor, something with a snow plow on it. So we want to be able to catch as much as we can in this first 18 inches. The other upgrade that we've done to the ramp is these spring-loaded catches. Okay. You don't lose them, they don't get in the way when you're loading. They do, catch your pocket every once in a while, but we don't like the traditional bent rebar or whatever material they use, and it gets in the way. The other downside to a ramp gate versus ramps is wind drag. Yes, these are hollow, but there's still a lot of metal that catches the wind drag. In fact, check out our videos on the comparison of single axle versus tandem and gate versus ramps. We're actually going to take and calculate mileage, same trailer with a gate and without a gate. So check that one out. All right, so off camera, I've measured that this is just a little bit over 18 and a half. Like 5/8, 3/4, so we went ahead and cut these. You don't need to be exact. You can be as tight as you want, snug as you want, that's fine. But the fact that you got some welds on top and bottom, that's going to take care of your structural integrity. The only problem we have to deal with is on this side, the expanded metal is underneath. That is not common. On these older trailers it is, but on this one it's over the top. So if we were just to weld this to this, we're going to have the same problem where we're going to have gaps in here. So we're going to take and we're going to notch some of this, that way this is all level and flush across. But yesterday we got the passenger side done. Today we're going to finish up the driver's side, 5 slats. We had to wait for the rain to stop, and it always helps when you've got gas in the tank to do your welding. So let's go ahead. We got to do grind some paint off, and then we'll start welding. And after we get this done, we'll go back and tap it all down and tack weld across. All right, this wraps up our first minor upgrade on our 6x12 utility trailer. We added cross rails to a ramp gate to reinforce it for the side-by-sides and heavier tractors. Again, that aren't too heavy for the trailer, but yet just a little bit overdoing it for the gate. This is one of those time, capabilities, and budget type of projects. It's about a $50 project. If you've got the time and you've got the welder, it's a $50 project. So this, in my opinion, is well worth the time. When we paint the entire trailer, we're going to go ahead and make sure we get the gate painted also. So this is only one of a few little side projects we're doing on this 6x12 trailer. Look at our playlist. We're going to repaint the entire trailer. We're going to talk about rewiring the entire trailer. We are going to compare ramp gate versus ramps. We're going to compare tandem axle versus single axle. So be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification if you want to get more about our 6x12 trailer series. All I have to say is go out and make some sawdust.